Hello everyone, peace of Christ to all. This is a very important video. I hope everybody will listen to it carefully and copy it and post it wherever you can. Actually, this video alone is going to be enough proof for anyone seeking to know if Islam is false or not. I believe God gave us all a brain and the information is in front of you, and I'm not adding one word from my mouth, and God is my witness. And actually, as you see my screen. This is a Quran Explorer. All of you know the program. This is a Muslim program. Have the translation of Muslims to the Quran. And by the way, for me, I don't approve any translation made by Muslims. All of them are a bunch of lies. But even from their lies, I can prove that the Quran is lie. Because when Muslims translate, they try to make the Quran look better, and they try to cover the mistakes in the Quran. It's okay. And here we will see the Quran speaking. You can read with me in here that Allah, He placed on earth firm mountains from above it. And by the way, this is a mistake, because according to Quran, as you see in the screen, Allah, He placed the mountains in the top of the earth, which means the earth was having no mountain, and Allah, He put them in there as nails. Actually, there's a verse in the Quran says it was autada, which means it was nails, like Allah, He digged them in the ground as nails. When we knew that the mountains actually they are coming from inside the earth, not the opposite. They are not placed inside the earth, they are from inside the earth. And actually they are part of the crust of the earth. It's just about a pressure or volcanoes. So this is one mistake, but this is not my point. You will see in here, He created all those things in 4 days. Those mountains in 4 days. And took Him 2 days before to create the earth. And then 4 days for the mountains and everything in the top of the earth. Everything, as you see. And all those 4 days were equal in length of time. What He did in those things, He created everything in the top of the earth, from animals, trees, whatever, you name it. Insect, birds, everything. So 4 days. Then let us see what happened. Verse number 10. And this is what is my issue really in this topic today. Then He rose over. The word istawa, this is in Arabic, He is adding it just to tell you what is over coming from. Istawa, it means He rose over, according to his translation, toward the heaven when it was smoke. Which means Allah, when He created everything, He created all the earth. All of the earth was done, and the heaven was what? Was a smoke. As you see. Then I want you to notice, then, which means it was next. The earth was first, the sky was next. There was no sky, it was just a smoke, which means nothing. Then, and He said to the earth, come both willingly or unwillingly. They both said, we come willingly, which is funny, you know. Allah is saying to the earth and to the heaven, come to me. Like, the earth, what do you mean? And the earth answering, no problem. And the sky even answering. I thought both of them, they are just material. Suddenly we find that they are living thing. You know, they are not made from material. They are just like us. They have soul and they have tongue and they can speak. No problem. And it says, then He completed, finished from their creation, as 7 heaven in 2 days, and He made in each heaven its affair. Okay, what we learn from this? As you see, that Allah, He finished all the earth first, then He moved to the sky, and the sky was a smoke, as you see. And then when He moved to the sky, He made the sky 7 skies. Until now, things look fine. Not really. Because if we go to different verse in the Quran, this is chapter 79, verse number 27, you will see it's very, very different. In this verse, Allah, He created the sky first, and then He came down to the earth to finish it. Read with me. He raised the height, therefore order it. He's talking about what? About the heaven, or the heaven that He built. He raised the height, therefore, and order it. And He made the dark night, therefore, and He brought forth the morn, therefore. And after that, He spread the earth. And by the way, this is a verse saying that the earth is flat. Because the word in here, some Muslims, they would like to fool you, say the word dahaha. You know, they read it because they are ignorant. They don't know even how to read Arabic. They say, it says, you see, dihya, dihya, you know, the word dihya, which means it is like a ball. This is not dihya, this is dahaha. This is why the translation here is accurate. Spread the earth, spread out. Dahaha, it means he made it flat. Made it flat. The Muslims, with their ignorant, anyway, the translation in here is accurate. In somehow, because he should say actually, he made it flat, not only spread the earth. Which is a mistake because the earth is not spread out as a flat. But anyway, this is not our topic. So in here we will see that Allah, in here, he made the sky first, and then, and after that, you see the word after that? He went to where? He went to the earth. In the verse before we saw that Allah, he finished everything in earth. Everything is completed, it's done. And then, after he finished and completed his creation, then he went to the sky, and the sky was a smoke. Do you see it? So the contradiction here, this chapter saying to us that Allah, he created the earth first, and after he finished everything in the earth, he went to the sky. As you see, then, so first he finished in 4 days everything in the earth, then he went to the sky. In the other verse, 79:27, Allah, he finished everything on the earth first, and then after that, sorry, everything on the sky, he finished the sky first, and then after that he went and he finished the earth. This is a very clear mistake. And then you will see that then he finished the earth, not only spread out, he did everything, everything. The water, etc., etc., etc. Now in here, I want to concentrate about something else. And then he produced, there formed the water, which means there was no water until now. Now I will show you a hadith. Until now what we saw is a very clear contradiction in the Quran. Okay, before we move to the hadith. If you don't understand, let me repeat again. This is, as you see in here, the verse number 79, chapter number 27, chapter 79, verse number 27, saying clearly that Allah, he created first the sky, then he moved, and after that he spread the earth and he finished everything. The verse before, it was saying the opposite, that Allah, he finished everything on the earth, and then he moved to the sky, which was smoke, and then he created the sky as 7 sky. So this is the first contradiction, but this is not enough yet. We will show you how we can expose more and more Muhammad. This guy, the much he talked, the much he exposed himself. Let us go there. This is hadith number 6941 from the book of Al-Bukhari, and I will post the link next to the hadith, next to the video as always. And here, read with me please. It's very important. And this is the Prophet himself is answering. Somebody came to Muhammad and he said he want to learn about Islam. So we ask you, what was in the beginning of this universe was? The Prophet said. Who is saying that? The Prophet. Who is saying that? The Prophet. Who is saying that? The Prophet. I'm just repeating myself because some people, they are so dumb. Not me. Remember, there was Allah and nothing else. There was what? Allah and nothing else before him, and his throne was in the top of the water. Look at this dummy. How you say there was nothing but Allah, and you say his throne was in the top of the water? You just said there was nothing. And the water was where? Like flying in the sky? Where is the water created? We showed you in the Quran that Allah, he created the earth, and then he created the water in the top of the earth. Not the water first and then he created the earth. Simply in here, Muhammad is trying to copy and steal a verse from Genesis. If you go to Genesis 1:9, you will see what I'm talking about. But doesn't work. Even this one, he is not even good in stealing information. He do not know how to put things together. And here you will see a very huge mistake. First, there was nothing except Allah, and his throne was in the top of the water. You just told us that the water was there. This is number one. Number two, he say, and then he created the heaven and the earth. So the water was exist before the water, the heaven and the earth. And the funny, the heaven itself was not exist, which means there was no sky. So the water was where? There is no earth, there is no sky, but there is water and Allah in the top of the water. So we showed you now mistakes in the Quran, and we showed you how how funny, how dumb he is when he said what he said. This is how I like, Muhammad when he talk, because the much he talk, the much he expose himself, and he said to us clearly, you know what, you must be to be so dumb to believe in such a person like me.